So there are basically 5 main features of this frame that you need to be aware of if you're thinking of getting this frame. Hey, good optometry morning. So Rayban made a huge blunder when they launched this Meta Rayban. Hey, good optometry morning. I'm Dr. Michael Nelson, your YouTube eye doctor, and by the end of this very short video, you're going to be an expert on all things to do with the Meta Rayban frame. You're going to know the pros, you're going to know the cons, and I'm going to give you some special tips that you need to know before you think of even buying this frame. But first, let me tell you about what happened when Rayban launched this product, and it kind of flopped. They marketed 2 features to the consumer that you are supposed to love. So one is the camera and the video. They thought, okay, everyone's gonna want that. That's an incredible technology. And number 2, they marketed as a pair of sunglasses. Now the problem was, these are not the features that everyone that loves this frame really loves about this frame. And they're not even the best features of the frame. So let's talk a little bit about previous smart glasses. So everyone's heard of the Google Glass. So this was a pretty cool concept. It had a heads-up display inside, which was a great concept, and I can't wait for someone to come out with that. Side note, the Meta Rayban do not have a heads-up display in them, but the Google Glass did, but it was a little geeky looking and it was way, way too expensive, so really didn't go. Now there was also the Snap glasses, which was something put out by Snapchat, and they were intended as a sunglass that they could take Snapchat photos and post them instantaneously. Again, a little bit of a novelty item, and the price point for this novelty item just was way too high for a one-trick pony. Like I said, there was also the Rayban Stories, which, again, a pretty cool concept, and it was the first iteration of Rayban into smart eyewear. And the trouble with that one was the functionality just really didn't keep up to the concept. And it was a little bit too clunky. You really could tell this was an unusual frame. It didn't look like a regular pair of glasses. And so it just didn't take off like they were hoping it would. And so this is absolutely not true with the Meta Rayban. So let me tell you a little bit about them. So basically there's one camera that's in the frame, and it's located in the top corner of the frame above your left eye. And this camera is a 12 megapixel camera, and it'll shoot in 2K 1080p in a vertical only format. Now, if you're not familiar with camera technology, this is equivalent to the camera that was in the iPhone 11. So pretty good technology in a small frame. Now, it does only a wide angle image, only in a vertical format, and there's absolutely no settings. You can't adjust anything on the features of this camera, which makes it simple and allows you to take pretty good photos. Now you can take video in 15, 30, or 60-second segments, or you can live stream on Instagram or on Facebook for up to 30 minutes. So you can activate the camera and the video by just reaching up on the top right-hand part of the temple and just pressing it, and it'll take a photo. But you can also activate it by voice command. You can just say, hey Meta, start a video. And so you're going to get a couple of things that's going to tell you that you're taking a video or taking your photo. You'll see on the upper portion of the frame, there's an indicator light, and that tells the public that you are filming them or that you're taking a photo. But there's also another light behind the frame that I can see that's on, and that's an indicator light to me to tell me that a video or a photo has been taken. Now, there's also a voice cue that I will hear that tells me that a photo or a video has stopped. Hey Meta, stop the video. Now the one thing that you have to think about when you're taking a photo or a video is your composition. So you have to remember the camera is up here on this side. So when you're taking a photo, if you look straight, let's say I want to take a picture of this camera and I take a photo with my nose pointed straight at it, you will get this set up. Now if I happen to be right eye dominant and I'm kind of looking at it with my right eye centered, the photo is going to be a little bit off center. I got to think that I'm left eye dominant. I got to look through my left eye, kind of center the image through there, and then take the image, and you're going to get a more centered photo. So the photos and the video are stored in the memory in the frame and not in your phone. And this frame has a whopping 32 gigabytes of memory, which is so much more than the paltry 4 gigabytes that were on the previous version of the Stories glasses. And that's enough memory to store about 500 photos or about 130-second video clips on the glasses. And so what that means is you don't need to have your iPhone out or with you when you're using these glasses. You can take the image without your phone. Now, there is also a Meta app that you need to download, which is super simple and it's super easy to connect to the glasses. Takes probably about a minute to connect. And then if you want to download the photos to your phone, takes probably about a minute to download, 10 photos. And so super quick, super easy. And then you can delete and manage your images from there. So the second feature about this frame that you need to know about is the Bluetooth speakers, which are integrated into the temple tips. Now, these speakers are fabulous. And basically it's about 50% louder than the Rayban Stories, and the bass quality is pumped way up. And because you're not wearing any earbuds, it provides an immersive feeling of sound. And truly, the thing that amazes people the most about these glasses is the quality of the sound. Basically, if I want someone to try these out, I put them on, put on a tune, and they are like, wow, this is the best speaker I have ever heard. Truly amazing. So it is an open air speaker on the temple tip. So if the volume is high enough, some people can hear a little buzz or hear a little bit of the sound. Basically, if the sound is over 50%, people can kind of hear a little bit, but under 50%, most people can't hear a thing. Pretty incredible. Now, it doesn't have any noise cancellation. So if you're in a noisy environment like an airplane or something like that, you might need to put in your earbuds. But the cool thing about it is when you're listening to music, because your ears are not plugged, you can also hear your environment and what's going on in addition to hearing the music. So it's more like listening to a speaker out in open air. So not only is this great for listening to music, but it's awesome for audiobooks and podcasts. This is truly the feature that I love most about this frame, and it's basically the best pair of speakers that I own. All right, now my very favorite feature of this pair of glasses is the phone capability. Now, so because these are Bluetooth and because they connect to your phone, you can operate these as a phone. So I've already talked about the quality of the sound that you will hear. So incredible quality when you're listening to phone calls. But the problem I had when I used earbuds for my phone calls is that the microphone in the earbuds is way back here in your ears. And so people often would have trouble hearing me. And I'd often have to shout or change some settings or just go to speakerphone. And it was super frustrating. So this frame, it has 5 microphones that are located in the bridge of the frame, which gives it incredible quality of sound pickup. And I use this all the time to make phone calls and talk to people, and I have not once yet had someone comment about not being able to hear me, not understanding me, or having poor connectivity. And I can even talk in just a normal room voice, which you would talk. You don't have to yell. And the beauty is you can do this all with your phone in your pocket. You don't have to have it out. You can have it put away, which is super cool. I guarantee you, you get this frame, this is going to be your favorite way to take a phone call. This is always my #1 choice to take a phone call. And if the battery happens to be low, I'm super frustrated. I'm often saving the call till later till I can charge the glasses. And the only downside of using the Meta Ray-Ban as your phone is that you're not wearing any earbuds. And the reason why that's a problem is because there's no visible cue to other people that you are on a phone call. So you're basically talking like this. Hey, how's it going? Yeah, where you been last week? You're talking out loud and people can't tell that you're on a phone call. You don't have your phone out and you don't have any earbuds in. So people think you're a little bit crazy and it's a little bit awkward to tell them that you're on a phone call. Hey, Meta. If you learned anything new in this video, make sure you like and subscribe so you can tell YouTube the value of this video. All right. Now, if you love using Siri or Alexa or ChatGPT, you're gonna love this next feature, which is basically Meta's AI assistant. And this is pretty incredible because it can do 2 things. One is you can ask it questions and it will answer them using Meta AI. And if you didn't know, the only company that's spending and investing more in AI and artificial intelligence than Meta is Microsoft. And so basically you can ask it a question and Meta AI will answer you.
Hey Meta, can you explain to me what glaucoma is as if I'm an eye doctor? Glaucoma is a chronic and progressive optic neuropathy characterized by optic nerve damage, often associated with increased intraocular pressure, leading to irreversible vision loss if left untreated.
Hey, Meta, can you now explain glaucoma as if I'm in grade 5?
Glaucoma is a kind of eye problem that can make it hard to see, and if it's not treated, it can even cause blindness, but luckily, doctors can help fix it with medicine or surgery.
Hey, Meta, can you now explain glaucoma as if I'm in grade 11?
Glaucoma is a serious eye condition where the pressure inside the eye damages the optic nerve, potentially causing vision loss and blindness if left untreated. And so the second AI feature it has is something called multimodal AI, which basically means that the Meta frame can take a photo or an image of what you're looking at and tell you stuff about it.
Hey, Meta, can you tell me what I'm looking at?
You are looking at a computer monitor with text on the screen in an office or store setting.
Hey, Meta, can you translate the text on the screen to English?
The text on the screen appears to be a passage about Pierre, a 14-year-old boy who lives in Paris with his family. He takes the subway to school and enjoys spending time with his family on weekends by visiting museums or going shopping. During holidays, he visits his grandparents' farm in Normandy where they enjoy fresh air and nature. The passage seems to describe Pierre's daily life and activities. Now, there is one feature that a lot of people aren't talking about, particularly if you've seen other reviews about the Meta Ray-Ban. And basically, that's that it's available in prescription lenses. And as an eye doctor, I mean, what frame do you have that you don't want a prescription lens in? And most of the people out there, face it, have prescription lenses. And these come in single vision, progressive, bifocal, basically whatever you want. You can put a sunglass in, you can put a transition lens in it, any type of lens you can put in this frame. So this truly is a frame for everyone. So I talked a little bit about the blunder that Ray-Ban did, and this is it. They marketed this as a sunglass, but if you love this frame, you want to wear it all the time. And so truly, if you're going to get a lens, you need to get a transition lens in this. And if you want the coolest transition lens for this lens, look at a transition mirrors, and that will look super cool. This frame comes in 3 different styles. It has the classic Wayfarer, which is super comfortable. It has 2 different sizes and 4 different colors. It also has the headliner frame, which only comes in 1 size but 4 different colors, and the new Skyler frame, which is 1 size and 2 colors. All of these give you lots of options in this frame, and the frames are super, super comfortable. The fit is great. Now, one thing you have to be aware of, these are not adjustable. This is an electronic device, so it either fits or it doesn't, so don't get it hoping that, well, we can adjust this and fit later. So if it doesn't fit, it doesn't fit. Now, the other thing you have to remember, this is an electronic device, so you want to treat it like you would your earbuds. Don't submerge this in water. This is water resistant, so you can wear it out in the rain, but you can't soak this in water, and you can't wear it in the pool, and you can't take it and run it under running water because you might be damaging the electronics in it. So the battery life on them is about 4 to 6 hours depending on what you're doing with it. But when you need to charge it, you can just take the handy carrying case, which has a charger port down here, and the case holds a charge, and basically just take your glasses off, you throw them in the case, and you will charge it. You get this cool LED light that lights it up, tells you that it's charging, and it charges about 2% every minute. So pretty quick charges, and there's about 8 extra charges that are stored in the case. And one of the best things about this frame is the price. So basically for this frame, it's about $299 US, and that's only about 75 bucks more than the standard just regular Wayfarer, which an incredible deal for all the other features you get. I'm going to put an affiliate link down below, so if you want to pick one up for yourself, you can do that. Otherwise, visit your optometrist or optician to get your prescription pair of Meta Ray-Ban. And with that, have a great optometry day.